If you truly know me, you know these words are the devotion and passion and heartbreak and hope of my love, and that my people are of many kinds, but most of all, they are those souls who act with absolute sincerity against oppression and enlist their molecules and cells in collective freedom's cause. When they kill me, you will extol and narrate the story of the peaceful way in which I lived, just like you do for the king of old. You will do this even as your silence and enabling are participants in the murdering that replenishes itself without end in our collective amphitheater of violence. But you will not kill the virus that killed me or crush the caste that crushed me. You will not do that, and I will die loving you. When they kill me and my people, you will hold 1,000,000 trainings, symposia, forums, and conferences. You will create programs, committees, departments, and initiatives, as though informing people cures them of the sickness in their soul, a sickness that dances in the purgatory of hate, entirely resistant to information, mutated long ago to withstand logic and reason and statistics and practicality and public shame and even self-destruction. You will hold trainings and create programs so you can feel virtuous and as though you are doing something for the common good. But commonly, you will not kill the virus or crush the caste, and I will die loving you. When they kill me and my people, you will create media events and public performances in which you expect my people to bathe in our trauma and politely testify and relive our pain endlessly, as though if my people would just go on singing spirituals of our suffering to your audience will have somehow fulfilled its duty of decency, even though they are the source carriers of the virus and shields of the caste, who more than any other living thing need to examine their souls. Need to examine their souls. Need to examine their souls. You will extract from my people our pain for your viewing pleasure, but you will not kill the virus that killed me and my people, or crush the caste that crushed me and my people, and I will die loving you. When they kill me, you will parade images of my living body and its living skin from your old photographs, especially in the old photographs of my body next to yours, continuing the centuries of tradition of using bodies like mine for whatever benefits you. You will parade my living body and its skin next to you to signal to the world that you are one of the good ones, as though somehow your adjacency to my skin endows you with absolution, even though you never in my lifetime absolved me of being anything other than a non-human servant to your comfort, a validator of your worldview and identity, a slave to your psychoses of needing to be the praised, raised center of all things and supreme. You will parade my living body and its ancestral skin, but you will not pierce your own complicit silence, and you will not kill the virus or crush the caste, and I will die loving you. When they kill me, you will denounce and distance yourself from those who killed me. You will distance your neighborhood, your community, your city, your state, your country, your people from those who killed me, as though those who killed me were nothing more than a random toxin in a random wind that happened to land on me randomly, and that perhaps I somehow asked to be killed by my actions, as though those who killed me were not the inevitable conclusion of the viral supremacy spread and persistence, were not the inevitable outcome of the caste system's precise intent, as though those who killed me are not the manifest vapor of your very own generational and collective spirit and dreams and fantasies and fears. You will denounce and distance yourself from those who killed me, but you will not kill the virus that killed me, and you will not crush the caste that crushed me, and I will die loving you. When they kill me, you will say you were my best friend, my close friend, my family, parent, sibling, classmate, colleague, confidant, healer, mentor, teacher, coach, preacher. You will appear at my memorial, daring to perform your tears, daring to praise me to the public, daring to stand aside my people in their hell of grief, daring, even as the pain fire burns through my true people's bodies, to even in that moment strategize how you can absolve yourself of my killing, how you can portray yourself in good light in the aftermath of my killing. And you will be in such a rush and need to return to your comfortable, valid life that you will judge and critique and assail the very grieving of my people, still in the midst of their sudden shock and internalized expectation of my killing. You will villainize their manner of grieving, of protest, of wailing and lament, of anger and rage, and of this new bout of dying in their soul. You will villainize them as divisive and destructive for the ways they express their grief. You will call them the problem, them the terror standing in the way of unity and peace. Your villainizing will not be enough, so when they kill me, you will appear at my memorial and speak words that bleach for generations after my and my people's pain and prayers and texture and complexity and lifelong freedom testimony. But you will not kill the virus that killed me, and you will not crush the caste that crushed me, and I will die loving you. When they kill me, you will join the caste in casting my story as one who gave his life for freedom. Even as while I lived and strived, you casted my story as one who was divisive and dangerous and harmful because he had the audacity to speak of the deadly virus among us and in us, had the uppity nerve to hammer at the genocidal caste. You will join the other fickle ones in converting from my accusers, assailers, indictors, condemners, convictors, and crucifiers, to becoming, after my killing, the great celebrators of my life, like you did the king of old. You will join those caste defenders in erasing the ferocity of love from my message. You will join them in choosing selective words from my message, words that can be posted and paraded during history months and trainings and on greeting cards and other pastures of propaganda where zombies graze. Words that do not indict you or rouse your shame or stir your guilt. Words that comfort you, palliate you, blanket you in absolution, and sweep you into the inebriation, docility, and lubrication of calls for unity. When they kill me, you will join in the drafting of the unthreatening version of my story, unthreatening to you and all whose entire lives and generations feast on supremacy and its doomed amenities. But you will not kill the virus that killed me. You will not crush the caste that crushed me, and I will die loving you. When they kill me, you will leap into your well-woven clothes of performance art and engage in the agreed-upon acts that symbolize you care. You will donate money and resources to the various causes, for those are easy acts that do not drive you to do the painful work of healing, of extracting the virus from your soul. Easy acts that do not cause you to give up your comfortable place in the caste, that do not force you to give up the caste entirely. You will pick up signs and walk the streets and call for reform but not replacement. Paint symbolic messages on public surfaces. Rename buildings. Remove statues. Rededicate endowments. Wear clothes with the appropriate wording. Post symbolically on your social media. Superficially diversify the outward appearance of your life. Purchase products from my people, even as your most meaningful investments will always be in the caste and its products. When they kill me, you will jump on practiced cue into performance art that focuses not on my killing or on the killing of my people, but on you, always on you, always on the goodness of you. But you will not give up your castle or abandon your throne. You will not endeavor true, painful, divine goodness and kill the virus that killed me or crush the caste that crushed me. You will not do that, and I will die loving you. You will pass performative laws, produce performative policies, form performative committees, call for performative research, reach out to people like me for performative relationships. You will grasp at cotton candy emptiness and nothingness before you grasp for reckoning and revolution. You will search for answers, any answers, that exist outside of you, so you may remain absolved and innocent, even as your external searching leaves you unsafe and exposed to the impending harm this virus and caste bring to every living thing. You will suffer the internal storm of your lifelong cognitive dissonance, the tortured conflict between how you see yourself and your people and your society, and the traumatizing truth of all three. You will exhaust yourself remaining on the surface of this terrible truth, but you will not save yourself or heal yourself and your people by killing the virus that killed me, or crushing the caste that crushed me, and I will die loving you. You will eagerly engage in arguments that justify my killing, that find me responsible for my own killing, that explain my killing in ways that do not indict the virus or the caste. You will, by any means necessary, avoid pulling back the cultural curtain that separates the true, deadly, viral root of all this killing from the polite, comfortable auditorium in which your audience continues its generations. You will die before you lift the lid on the boiling vat of supremacy secretions and its putrid ingredients of hate and dehumanization. You will die before you admit your own complicity, before you, even in love, look inside your soul and acknowledge your human vulnerability to this viral infection, to your gradual, lifelong conformity to the caste. You will die before you honor my true story or the true story of my people, before you are willing to correct the true story of this viral caste, before you are willing to stop protecting children from the truth by funneling them through curriculum-insulated institutions we call education. You will die before finding the will to become an ancestor who, in your lifetime, honored the truth of our sickness on earth. And you will die before you kill the virus that killed me, or crush the caste that crushed me. And I will die loving you. You will eat my people's food and dance my people's dances and infatuate with my people's music and speak my people's linguistic flourish and take photographs with my people and work and live with my people and take my people's lands and burn my people's forests and poison my people's waters and twist my people's stories, and consume my people's poetry, and gorge on my people's entertainment, and buy my people's books and art, and smile at my people, and count the number of my people in your life, and call my people your best friend, and wed my people, and raise my people's children as your own. But you will not kill the virus that kills even my people's children whom you raise, and you will not crush the caste that crushes even my people's children whom you raise. This is how dire and desperate is your existential dependence on the survival of this virus and on the continuation of the crumbling empire of this caste. You truly feel you cannot survive or exist without this virus, without this caste, without your position in the caste, as though these pathologies are your only oxygen. And so you are terrified. You have no hope. And so you will not wade into the sacred water of the laws of life and drown until your conditioned being dies and the divine in you awakes, and, shorn and naked of its false layers, walks out from the birth water purified and able to be medicine for the world. No, dear soul, beloved, who came here unpolluted and perforated, vulnerable to whatever fouled the ocean waters in which your soul would for your lifetime swim. You who came here open for awful staining as much as for entry by love's intercourse, and in the essence of your original divine soul, only wanting deeply soaking peace. You will not do that, and I will die loving you.